It is absolutely frigid in my studio today. So cold that I've got the space heater pulled up directly to my desk. But you know what's not cold? The new Garchomp from Brilliant Stars.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
Garchomp is definitely one of my favorite new cards from the upcoming Pokemon trading card game set, Brilliant Stars, due out February 25th. It's so good that it's invincible. Well, not really, but kind of. Its Sound Slip ability makes it so that when you evolve into Garchomp, you get to prevent all damage and effects from your opponent's attacks done to Garchomp during your opponent's next turn. Buying yourself a turn of invulnerability in the Pokemon trading card game is incredibly good, and Garchomp can make the most of that extra turn with its Dragon Blade attack, which does 160 damage, only requiring that you discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Garchomp is one of my favorite new Dragon-type Pokemon and fits perfectly into my Dragon-type Gym Leader Challenge deck. Now, if you're new to Gym Leader Challenge format, don't sweat it. It's really easy to learn. The decks are super affordable, and it's a ton of fun to play. You can check out all the rules on gymleaderchallenge.com. But to get you started, there's just a few things to keep in mind. First of all, Gym Leader Challenge is a singleton format, kind of like Magic the Gathering's Commander format. You can only play one of each card except Basic Energy in your deck. It's also a mono-type format, so you have to pick your favorite type of Pokemon, whether it's Dragon or Lightning or Grass, and then build your entire deck around that type of Pokemon, just like a Gym Leader. And then finally, it is a single prize format. So no overpowered Pokemon VMAX or GX or EX or anything like that. In a single prize format, Pokemon like Garchomp get to rule. Now, before we get to the gameplay, let's head on over to FullGripGames.com. FullGripGames.com is the #1 place to buy Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. We've got super fast shipping and top-notch grading. You really won't find better service anywhere in the industry than at FullGripGames.com. We've also got a buy list, so if you've got extra cards lying around your house and you're trying to get some cash for them or store credit, make sure to scope out the Full Grip Games buy list. We are always buying bulk and singles here at the shop, and selling your extra cards to Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Gym. Filling out a buy list is super easy to do. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us, you send us the cards, and we send you the cash or the store credit. I've got a video here on the buy list page explaining just how to do it. Now, let's see that Dragon deck in action.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Good luck.
And also have fun.
Same to you.
Draw for turn. Get Dynamo down also. Stormy Mountains.
Cool.
Oh, that's pretty good for you as well. Wow.
It really is.
Very nice.
Yes. Yeah, Stormy Mountains is a funny matchup. We both, both sides of the Stormy Mountains card.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stormy Mountains is definitely an incredible new consistency card from Evolving Skies that allows you to search out either a basic Lightning Pokemon or a basic Dragon Pokemon from your deck and put it onto your bench. So a great way to kick off the game with both the Dragon deck and the Lightning deck. That's a good opportunity for Brady to check his prizes here. See what he's got available. In the Lightning deck, you have both Zebstrika and Electrode to help draw through the deck. But, you got to see which one of those you have access to. The Electivire is also a good one to check. See if you have that option to deal some big damage at some point in the game. Check for Amazing Raikou and Counter Energy. You're like, okay, if Andrew happens to get going off quick, will I be able to respond potentially with an Amazing Raikou? Now, something that I absolutely love about this Dragon list and only playing the 9 Pokemon is that all of them are good starters. It's like every single nice. There's only 3 basic attackers in the deck. It's Drampa, Ultra Necrozma, and Druddigon. Druddigon is so good that you have to play it. It's not as good on the first turn of the game because it's a revenge attacker.
Right.
But both Drampa and Ultra Necrozma are incredible. Even Gabite is good because you can do turn 1 Ascension, right?
Sure.
So we're going to kick things off with the Stormy Mountain. That way I can also check my deck and see what I do have available to me. Want to see if that card's in the deck. Double Dragon Energy
Seems important.
is the most like the most important card in this deck. Double Dragon Energy is so important that I'm playing a lot of cards to help search it out. Energy Lotto helps you find it. Recycle is a new card that I've added to this deck. It's actually an old card from 2011.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's from Emerging Powers, just the second set printed in the black and white era. And Recycle is here just so that you can have a 50% chance of putting the Double Dragon Energy back on top of the deck. And then, of course, we also play Special Charge, which is an item card released in Steam Siege that allows you to recover special energy from the discard pile back to the deck. So plenty of ways to get that Double Dragon Energy out into play and down on to your board, which, again, is one of the most valuable things you could do in Gym Leader Challenge. Get that Double Dragon Energy out quick, because a lot of your attackers are going to be able to take advantage of the Double Dragon Energy. It's one of the strongest energy cards ever printed. So I'm taking a little look just to see, all right, what are my prizes? I do have Gabite. So we're going to Stormy Mountains for the Gibble. And then I am going to... And this is how you know things are about to get ugly. When your opponent drops the Guzma and Hala turn 1. Yeah, when your opponent is playing Dragon and drops the turn 1 Guzma and Hala, you're pretty much bracing for impact. Because Guzma and Hala is a supporter card that can search out everything you need to get a gnarly turn 1. Now, what's funny is that these Dragon decks now are running Guzma and Hala and Tag Call to help get Guzma and Hala, so that you can go find Double Dragon Energy as early as the first turn of the game. So we're going to go get Double Dragon Energy, and then we're also going to grab a Stadium card. So we're going to get... I think I'm actually going to skip the Stadium card because I already have what I need in my hand. Oh, we're going to get the Beach, because I'm going to end up discarding that. And then we get a tool card as well. So I'm going to get Cape or Fighting Fury Belt. Just try to make my guy really, really big.
Makes sense.
So this is pretty much the ideal turn 1 from a Dragon deck. And no deck in Gym Leader Challenge can put forth pressure like this. This is your ideal turn 1 attack, because your opponent cannot easily remove it from play. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Team Magma Base into play. Team Magma Base is a Stadium card that says when you put a non-Team Magma Pokemon from your hand to the bench, you place 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So we're going to bench Dratini, and Dratini now will take 2 damage counters. And so now Drampa's Berserk attack has the damage clause filled. We will attach Double Dragon Energy. We will attach Cape of Toughness. And I will do 160 damage on the first turn of the game. Take my prize.
It's a pretty powerful first turn of the game, I would say.
I would say so.
All right, we're going to send up this little guy.
Sounds good.
All right, I will Tag Call.
Okay. Now, what would be insane is if you respond with Electivire this turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, that seems unlikely. I would need to draw into a plethora of cards off of a Cynthia and Kaylin here.
Yeah, it would need to probably be just so.
Yeah. Look at that. And there's Guzman Hall in here too, so I'll grab that. Guarantee that I have something to do next turn.
Right. Now, Dragon deck is just built to be as aggressive as possible. Obviously, you've got a lot of, when I say a lot of basic attackers, you've got 3 good basic attackers, and then you've got the Garchomp. So that's it. You only have 4 attackers in this deck, and you're really just trying to maximize the efficiency of each of them. There are, other fallback options, not entirely, your strategy's not entirely hinged on finding the Double Dragon Energy. As you can see off the Guzman and Hala, I also had Tropical Beach. So say my Double Dragon Energy was prized, then this turn 1, I might have
opted to use Tropical Beach to fill my hand and set up for some of my Stage 2 Pokemon, and maybe for a bigger, Turn 2 attack instead of a Turn 1 attack. But having the Guzma and Hala engine is just such a flexible engine in the Gym Leader Challenge format, because Tag Call can get you Guzma and Hala and Cynthia and Caitlyn, as we see Brady opting for the Cynthia and Caitlyn side of the Tag Call this turn. Those are the two supporters that are, most popular with Tag Call. Now, back when Tag Call was standard legal, it used to search out tag team Pokemon as well, which was kind of funny. Obviously, those Pokemon are not legal in Gym Leader Challenge, but Tag Call still very useful.
Oh, yeah, I'll pass.
Okay, draw. And now, let's see, you've taken some damage there from those guys. That's good.
Sure have.
And I will use Nest Ball. Nest Ball puts a Pokemon from the deck straight to the bench, so it doesn't need to take that 20 damage from the magma base. And I think I'm just going to go with Druddigon, since Druddigon is a really nice attacker to get built up just in case my active goes down. Druddigon can come kind of screaming in with its revenge attack for 160. We're going to Level Ball also, and Level Ball is going to find the Gabite. Gabite can use its Dragon Call ability to search out other Pokemon. I'm not going to use it quite yet, because I am going to use a researched, discard my hand, and draw 7 cards, and see if I can't find another energy to attach. And this Drampa attacking early is very good, obviously. It's going to allow me to get some other attachments down, which is very good in the Dragon deck, because there's not many ways to accelerate energy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not many ways to accelerate energy, like I said. Now, this is the reason that I decided to wait on the Dragon Call, because I wanted to see if I could draw into this combination. So we're going to use Dragon Call, and we're going to search out Dragonites. And this is a reason why I think that it's very good to play Rare Candy in this deck, because you can just piece together the Rare Candy Dragonite combo extremely easily with Gabites. So with Gabite's Dragon Call ability, we're going to search out Dragonites from the deck, and then I'm going to use Rare Candy to evolve Dratini into Dragonites. And now that Dragon is here, I can use Dragonite's Fast Call ability to search out a Dragon Pokemon, or search out a supporter card, excuse me. Dragon Call searches out Dragon Pokemon, to search out a supporter card every turn. So that's good. I'm going to use Dragonite's Fast Call now, just in case, you decide to play Hexmaniac or something like that during your turn, so that I have a little something to do. And I think that I'm going to get a supporter card that grows my hand. So we're looking at Cynthia and Caitlyn. Probably be pretty good. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a energy card. I would have really liked that to attach to one of my Pokemon. I did find an energy, but it was not necessarily the best one, because I think that it will probably be a while until I end up falling behind in this game. So Counter Energy is just going to go onto the Dragonites, because it's the only attacker that I have in my deck that has a colorless attack requirement. So the Counter Energy can live there in case I ever decide to Dragon Claw. And then we're going to Drampa Berserk for another 160 damage, going to 4 prizes remaining.
Cool. So I have this Guzman Hala. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot remember if Counter Energy's in the deck, so
Gonna just give it a spin?
yeah, I think so, because I think if I don't make something happen here on this turn, we're in trouble. So
Yeah, if you don't make it happen this turn, it's gonna be a nice crisp game 2 scenario, probably.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Very good.
Excellent. So
Okay.
Guzma and Hala, really good in that lightning deck as well, because you can search out valuable special energy like the Counter Energy, which Brady's going to be able to use to power up the amazing Raikou. Since I'm up 2 prizes, Brady could potentially get 2 uses out of this Counter Energy, which is extremely good. Silent Lab, also a good card in the Lightning deck because you can use it to turn off bench barrier Pokemon like Mew from Unbroken Bonds, as well as the new Manaphy that is potentially going to see some play in Water-type decks. You don't want to forfeit, the snipe potential in those matchups, so being able to just lay down the Silent Lab, which you can search out with Guzma and Hala, and the Tag Call engine is a very valuable combo, especially with Amazing Raikou, since you might be doing something exactly like this. Guzma and Hala for the counter energy, the Silent Lab, and then you can use Amazing Shot to take out the bench barrier Pokemon.
Cool. All right, so I will attach the counter energy. I don't really need to do anything with the air balloon yet, because this guy's free retreat as is. And I also don't really want to play the Silent Lab yet, because I think it's to my benefit to leave this in play for, like, another turn, at least until I want to bench another guy. And
right.
Maybe make you take some extra damage, and I don't really even care about taking that damage anyway. So
sure.
Yeah, we will Amazing Shot, and I think I would like to knock out the Gabite.
I think that is correct.
Yes.
But it does, it hurts, okay? Because I really like that guy.
Yeah.
So losing the Gabite, that is sad. But it's fine. Gabite helped me to get Dragonite out, and that is a job well done, Gabite. Job well done. Now, the Drampa has 120 damage on it right now, which is sus, because if you find a Field Blower, you're going to be taking that bonus knockout. So I'm going to want to make some plays happen this turn most definitely. With the Dragonite out, I can choose exactly what I want out of my deck and play it to be able to respond. So that is quite good. However, yeah, kind of making this decision as to what I want to do, it's going to be pretty tough this turn. I would like to find an energy. Let's start off with a Tag Call. I think that both my tag supporters are kind of accounted for at this point. So just going to kind of peruse the deck and see what I have available to me, see what's prized. I do have Teammates. Teammates could be good because it could allow me to get another energy down, which would be very good. Just in case. It could also allow me to start to build back up some stuff that I have lost. So that could be kind of poggers. Yeah. If I do say so myself. So let's go Teammates. Sure. I'm going to fast call for Teammates. I'm going to pull the Dragonite up so you guys can see that. Dragonite is probably, it's just such a cool card. It's impossible to say favorite card in the Dragon deck because they're all so dope, right? So we're going to fast call for Teammates. And then this is like where playing the Dragon deck could be really tough because you're like, okay, I need to get an energy attachment. I need to get more Pokemon sent back up because we only have 9, right? Mm-hmm. So there's so many different things that you have to do. You have to make it all happen simultaneously while you don't have a ton of draw support, but you have the ability to search out whatever you want every turn. So it's like you're not relying on drawing a ton of cards. You're relying on hand selecting exactly the perfect thing every single turn. So let's go and first I want to see if I can do this play, which is going to be super cool, right? The recycle's insane. So I'm just going to play the recycle. Sure. I'm going to mess around and find out. It's a heads. So what I'm going to do with the recycle is we're just going to put Gabites back into the deck.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
And then I am going to, it goes back on top of the deck. And then I'm going to play Teammates.
Okay.
And I'm going to get the Revive. Yeah, you're mad. And I'm going to get a Fire Energy.
Sure.
Okay, so that's what I'm getting.
Sounds good.
And then I am going to revive the Gabites, the Gibble, right? I recycled the Gabite back into the deck. Mm-hmm. Attach the energy.
Sure.
Before I do that, let me stadium nav. We've got double heads. So I'm going to go into the deck, and I'm going to find Parallel City and Silent Lab.
Sure.
And then I'm going to play... Let's see, off Guzman Hall, I already know you have Silent Lab in your hand.
True.
So that gets discarded. So I'm going to play the Silent Lab myself. And then I'm going to put the Gibble down.
Sure.
Okay. And we're chilling. And then I'm going to Berserk for the knockout and go to 3 prizes.
Sounds good. All right, I will draw.
Yep.
All right, we'll get things started off with a nice little timer ball here. Oh,
One
wow.
heads.
Exciting.
I haven't seen Timer Ball Double Tails in, I want to say, days.
It literally happened last night when we played. So
Who got Double Tails?
Me.
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't remember that. Yeah. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't commit that to memory.
Yeah,
You gotta
I
have
mean-
short-term memory with Timer Ball, bro.
Understandable. Okay.
Oh, right, the Gibble. Yeah, the Gibble was not going to take Magical Bait. I forgot what I got a little lost in the sauce, but yeah, the Revive goes straight from the discard, so I wouldn't have taken that anyway. But
Right.
it's fine. I do also like playing, like, yeah, it's fine. I could have left the Silent Lab in my deck for later, but it's all good. Probably would have been optimal to do that. I said I could save it for the Ultra Necrozma, but I do think that I'm probably going to be able to win the game without Ultra Necrozma. That's my suspicion, anyways.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the air balloon down on Zebstrika
Yep.
and bench Reginald Electric. And
Yes.
I will sprint.
Cool.
I have a Colress, but I don't really like that card that much. And this is only 5 cards, so I don't know. I feel like I can do something better. However, I could not.
Hey, you hate to sprint away a supporter being like, I'm going to find something sick. And then just
Not find something sick. Yeah, that's
not finding
truly
something
a
sick
tragedy.
at all.
All right, well, we're going to special charge. We will get back counter energy. That guy.
Yeah, putting the counter energy back into the deck is
Yes.
always going to be good. And I'm feeling pretty solid about this. The recycle, the entire time. That's what I love about recycle is like you can use recycle to put Double Dragon back, but you can also just use it for anything, right? I mean, like I just use it to put a Pokemon back in the deck. Another cool play that you can do is you can recycle. If you flip a heads, the Double Dragon goes back to the top of the deck. Then you can use Energy Lotto to get it, right, instantly. So I love recycle because it's a nice flexible card. It is a coin flip, but you miss all the shots you don't take. It can do something that no other card in the format can do. And with the Dragon deck, since you have such important single cards, even like a Stadium, like you might need to recycle a Silent Lab back and then,
Sure.
and draw into it, right? It recovers cards that are so valuable to you in the Dragon deck that it's worth playing, even if you only hit it 50% of the time. Okay. Brady getting the Raikou ready again.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
How many cards you got in hand?
About 2.
2. Okay. So I've got just 3 prizes remaining. I'm going to hit you with the parallel. It looks like Brady is going to discard that. Discard that Regieleki.
Yep.
And I think that it is correct to... Nice, I've got the Mysterious Treasure. Here we go. This is... just put the Gabite back in, and here he is.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's Mysterious Treasure, and we're going to discard... Ooh, there's so many good cards in this hand. They're all very good. Very powerful cards. So we're going to discard Cynthia and Caitlin.
Sure.
And I'm going to go get the Gabites, and then I'm going to use Gabites Dragon Call ability again to go get Ultra Necrozma
Sure.
out of the deck. And just thin the deck a little bit more. And let's take a look at this extremely handsome Gabite. I mean, you got, honestly, Gabite, it's got to be one of the dopest cards in the deck. I say that about there's only 9 Pokemon. They're all insane, okay? Even Dragon's Wish, Dragonair, you ever pull off the Dragon Wish? Man, that's exciting. So we've got these guys. And I'm just going to bench the Ultra Necrozma. Parallel City, great, limits Brady's bench to just 3. And since the other side doesn't negatively impact you, very good for limiting decks setup in this format. And then I really don't want to get hit with the Raikou again. That would be super annoying. So we're going to gust it up.
Yep, makes sense to me.
And we're going to go Berserk
Yep.
for a KO and take a prize.
Cool. Ooh. Okay. Kind of a weird hand here, I would say. Alright, so we are going to... You have 2 prizes remaining.
Yes.
That's not too many of them. Alright, I'm going to Raihan to the Electabuzz.
Yep. Could be real Electivire hours.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for here.
Also, Field Blower would be nice.
Yeah, so Field Blower is what I'm going to get because Field Blower is the only out to Field Blower in the deck, whereas there are a few outs to Electivire in the deck. And I kind of need, I'm down a lot, so I kind of need to get things popping. So
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to take the blower and we'll blow these 2 things.
Okay. Cool. So with that Field Blower, my Drampa is going to get knocked out. Brady gets to take a mid-turn prize, which is always pretty cool.
Yep.
And we'll go to just...
Oh. Wow.
Brady finds a very nice card off of that. What'd you find, Brady?
Evolutionist to get my Electivire. Now, I will need to find a special energy card.
Oh boy. But you have not attached return yet. So you used Raihan. Good pull off of the prizes. Found the evolution incense. Brady really speaking to the deck right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's real sprint hours.
Yes.
Huh.
Well, do not appear to have found a special energy.
Yeah. Something to think about. Had I attached this basic energy, I could have used my
muscle band.
electro power to take a knockout.
Or a muscle band.
Yeah.
Yes. That is unfortunate.
Uh-huh.
It's
Well,
cool. Tapu Koko can finish it off later. If there is a later.
true. Although I guess I can just go in for a little Thunder Shock and
Hope for
hope
paralysis.
hope for a nice little paralysis here, and I'll play the... No, I'll save it for the next one.
I think
Just
so.
in case, yeah. Cool. Well, it's, Thunder Shock time. Flip coin if heads.
And
Nice,
I'm
you're paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Really needed that.
Love this card in the deck. Energy Lotto is extremely good. I don't want to play it quite yet because I want to see if I can maybe thin the deck with Fast Call before I do. So we're going to Fast Call with Dragonite.
Sure.
And search out a supporter card. Going to search out Titanize. Titanize is great because it can get me my switch out. I'm also going to use Gabite's Dragon Call to search out Garchomp. So this is going to give me the highest chance possible of finding a water energy out, which is what I want because Druddigon is if, I guess, is Druddigon? I would have to know the text on Druddigon, but is Druddigon, I have to imagine that it's probably was knocked out by damage from an attack, right? Okay, so I can't take the knockout with Dredagon as it is currently. So that's interesting. Okay. Curious. Cool. So carry on. Let's Energy Lotto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Might be a turn where I'm kind of just tempoing into some things then. Because Dredagon is not activated because of the fact that you did not take a KO with an attack. You took a KO via Field Blower, which is not the same. I'm going to attach an energy to Gabites. And then... Okay. I've only got 2 prizes left to take. So I'm going to just kind of spread my options. I don't want Brady to do anything crazy. So I'm going to take a look at what I've got in the discard pile. I think that this is an optimal turn to just Lusamine. We're going to Lusamine for Teammates and Raihan back, which are both like really good.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to evolve into the Garchomp on the bench. And the reason that I'm evolving into the Garchomp on the bench now is because I only have 2 prize cards left to take. And I really want this Garchomp with the fighting energy on it to help me take my final 2 prize cards. I've got the Dredagon here, and I've got the Garchomp here.
Sure.
So if you gust up and knock out my Garchomp, right, or knock out my Gabite again, which would have been like super annoying, then I come in with Dredagon, but then I don't necessarily have like the final knockout, right? So
Yeah.
we're going to get 2 good attackers here, and then I'm going to pass to you.
Okay. Draw. Gonna Ultra Ball those away. Alright, so I will grab Marie.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, haven't been able to get a Dynamotor guy up this game
Nope.
yet. It's just been a tough go from the start. But, I mean, you are coming back a little bit now. I mean, you can see how there's still outs there.
Sure.
So long as, I mean, you put counter energy back in the deck.
Right.
Right? So, I mean, Raikou is always an option to take multiple prizes at once. It's always something you have to think about. And there he is. Amazing Raikou.
Electro Power and Sprint.
Cool. Now, usually I feel like when you get one lackluster sprint, the next sprint has got to be good, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna say I've seen worse sprints, so.
Yeah, you could at least Thundershock for a guaranteed KO.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this isn't bad. I don't know. I was hoping for something really kooky, but this is just okay.
Brady was hoping for the Gnar. Instead,
I was
maybe
hoping
just
to
a
hit
shuffle
like
draw 6.
escape rope, multi-switch, counter energy, like Guzma.
Escape from multi-switch counter energy Guzman. I mean, you could have done that,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would have been kooky for sure. Right.
Okay, I think I will. So I just take a knockout with Thundershock as it is. So might as well work on getting this guy. Although he does just, you know, get knocked out by Garchomp, and Garchomp's kind of looming.
All your guys in the deck are getting knocked out by Garchomp. I really hate to break this to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the thing about the Lightning deck. It's really low to the ground. It's supposed to attack fast. Electivire is like the biggest guy in this list.
Right.
And it only has 140 hit points.
Sure. Well, throw this down here and Cynthia.
Cool. Yeah, only at 140 hit points. As a lot of the Lightning guys just aren't very big. They're definitely on the squishy side of things. But they have some of the strongest attacks. I mean, this Electivire can do 180 damage for 3 energy. The amazing Raikou can do an absolutely obscene 120 damage to 2 different Pokemon. It does only have 110 hit points.
Yeah, I will just Thundershock.
Cool.
For the knockout.
Take the knockout. Brady's going to go to 3 prizes. And it's crazy how, with such a dominating start, this game is still closer than you might expect it to be. I was able to get the Raihan and the teammates last turn with Lusamine. I've really loved Lusamine in here, just giving you those options to be consistent with, like, because Raihan teammates are something like your strongest supporters in this deck. So being able to string those often is extremely good. So this turn, we're really just looking at attempting to set up win. I mean, I have a handful of supporters. That is very typical fare for the Dragon deck because you're just like, cool, I'm not like really drawing anything. The tough thing sometimes, which is why Energy Lotto is so good, is like you wish you just had the energy to attach for turn so that you could go do something else with your supporter. Sure. But having to just do something like a teammates here is probably just the most reasonable thing. So we're going to teammates. And we've got a lot of supporters in the hand. So that's cool. We're going to go teammates, and we're going to get a couple of energies. I need that card, and I need that card can fulfill that. That card can fulfill that. That's cool. We're going to get these guys. Couple of energy.
So even Hex doesn't get around the
Garchomp
thing.
Nope.
The only way around it is to hit someone else.
Literally, that's why it's so good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can Hex before the Garchomp evolves. That's the only way to stop it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But then you just wouldn't evolve the Garchomp.
Right, I'd wait.
Yeah.
I would simply wait. Yeah, So yes, there's not an easy way around the Garchomp, no.
Okay. That's pretty crazy.
So I'm going to attach the water energy to the Garchomp, and it is looking like we are going to be swinging with the Garchomp. I use teammates to get a couple cards into the hand. I'm going to put Floatstone on the Dragonite, and that is what we got. So we're going to swing for 160 with our Dragon Blade, and I mill 2. You know what? That's dope. I can Raihan that. That's fine if I need to. And we'll take our prize.
All right, I will draw for turn, and with the Floatstone on that guy, there's actually no possible way for me to win. So I'll go for this and take a pity prize on Dredagon.
And that's about it. Yeah. 120 damage to the active, and then I've got Garchomp Dragon Blade for game.
Yep.
GG's. We definitely got to see Drampa really shine in that match. Obviously, a turn 1 knockout with Drampa is pretty absurd.
Yeah, the Drampa was
but
crazy.
Even with Drampa kind of running the table like that, you're able to get down to just 2 prizes remaining, which is pretty respectable considering I had such a banana start.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of like exactly what the Dragon deck wants to do for the most part. Even without the invincibility, that Garchomp just doing 160 damage for 2 energy and having 160 hit points puts it out of range for a lot of attackers.
Right.
It's just a big dude. The Gabite sets it up itself. It's really kind of bringing the whole Dragon deck into focus. And what's crazy about the Dragon deck is that, yeah, there's only 9 Pokemon in this list right now. There's only 3 basic attackers, but they're all so powerful. And with like Cape of Toughness, Fighting Fury Belt, you can make them go, 2 for 1. And when you make when you make one of your dudes go 2 for 1 in this format, you're going to be having a good time. So
Yeah, for sure.
That was an awesome game against Brady Botner with his Lightning type deck. For our next game, I'm going to show off the Dragon deck versus Jesse Parker with the Grass type deck.
Yeah, I don't think
start
every
evolving.
deck's going to want to play both Gloria and Bridget, but Grass and Water I feel like for sure probably want to.
I would agree
Okay,
with
so
that.
I'll draw for turn.
Good luck.
You as well. All right, cool. So off those mulligans, I got some more basic Pokemon. Very cool. I like basic Pokemon. Let's see. So I have a Grass Energy in my hand. I think I am going to... I think I'm going to put it on Turtwig, just because this is, out of all these 3 Pokemon, that's the one that's probably going to want to attack.
That makes sense.
And then I will pass to you.
Sounds good. Draw for turn, and I've got pretty excellent opening hand, if I do say so. Drampa is a nice lead because Drampa can attack for just 1 energy as well. So let's pull that Drampa up. Drampa from Evolving Skies. Now, for Gym Leader Challenge format, you can only play cards of the 1 type, right? So for Dragon Pokemon were at a pretty serious disadvantage, while they weren't getting cards printed during the
Kind of in the same boat as Fairy.
yeah, the first half. Well, yeah, they
Not quite, but
they didn't have, not quite as bad. as
Okay, not
Fairy.
quite as bad.
Yeah, they didn't have. We're gonna level ball. They didn't have cards being printed during the first half of the Sword and Shield block, right? So Dragon did kind of like have a little bit of a lapse in cards there for a minute, but it seems like every set now they're just printing really good dragons. I mean, we've got the new
Yeah.
Garchomp coming up in.
not only the Garchomp, but the Drudagon.
The
is
Drudagon.
insane.
Oh yeah, the Drudagon is also going to be
This set is huge for Dragon.
released in Brilliant Stars. It looks like, anyways.
Yeah,
Now,
I think.
the 2 Stage 2 Pokemon that we play in this deck are Dragonite, with its fast call ability, allows you to search out supporter cards, put them into your hand, and we also play the Garchomp line. Garchomp line is very good because Gabite has the Dragon Call ability, which allows you to search out Dragon Pokemon turn after turn. So I think what I'm going to do is start with the Water Energy on the Drampa. It's good because Drampa's attack cost is Water and Fighting.
That's a scary early game attack for sure.
Another challenging thing about the Dragon deck is that it does have a bunch of different energy costs to fulfill, but you do have double Dragon Energy, which can help with that. I actually like this hand, so I'm just going to pass to you.
Okay. Draw.
Make sure that my deck is sufficiently shuffled.
Timer Ball. 1 heads would be nice. Tails. Heads.
There
Very
you
cool.
go.
All right, and we are off to the races now, ladies and gentlemen.
Timer Ball is a card that I love. I play Timer Ball in almost every single one of my decks.
Same here.
But you do have some Timer Ball
Haters out there?
Yes.
I'm going to grab Grottle. I'm going to use Sun-Drenched Shell to search my deck for... Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to wait on that because I'm a good player, and I do my shuffle draw first. Yes. So we are going to wait on that.
Yes, you've got some Gym Leader Challenge players absolutely loathe Timer Ball because they feel like they flip 2 tails too often. But
Well, you know.
Timer Ball is a funny card, and
You play enough games, you see it even out.
It does even out. 70%, 75% of the time, yeah, you're going to be netting the heads. And then sometimes you're getting 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I think I will just attach again to...
You know what they say.
Grottle.
You miss all the shots you don't take.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I have a Marnie here. I also have a Juniper. Do I go for the... I think I'm going to... I don't really want to discard these cards in my hand, so I think I'm going to Marnie. Yeah,
Cool.
Marnie.
I liked this hand. I did have a Tate and Liza, but the thing is like I already had an Energy Lotto, and I had the Mysterious Treasure to go get my Gabite and just start setting up. So I didn't really care to play Tate and Liza for 5, and I didn't care to play Colress for 2. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just chill and use this stuff because the hand was like pretty decent. And that's another thing that you'll see with Gym Leader Challenge format is that you don't necessarily need to just blindly play every single card that you can, right? I mean, you have a much more methodical way of playing your cards in the format since you do have to take 6 prize cards.
I'm going to use Sun-Drenched Shell to search my deck for any grass Pokemon that I want. I'm going to grab an Ivysaur if it's in here. My Ivysaur is prized, so I'm not going to be getting that. I think I will just get a Grookey. Seems pretty good. Let me just check to see what cards I prize. Similar to water, grass can really be hurt by its prizes sometimes, so let's just see what we got going on. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to grab Grookey, and then I'm going to use Sunshine Grace to go search my deck again.
Dang, that's so good.
Yeah, I think see, it's like I don't have to go get one of my like beat stick Pokemon, like my Shining Genesect or my Zarude, because that could be a Torterra next turn.
Isn't that so insane?
Yeah, that's very insane.
Yeah, Torterra is just such a beast. Evo Press, 50 damage for each evolution Pokemon. Such an intimidating deck to play against, honestly, because the Torterra, once it's up and going, it can just, I mean, it has 190 hit points.
Yeah, that's really insane.
Doing like 150, 200 damage sometimes. Being a support Pokemon and an attacker is just so good. And I think that, at its 190 hit point mark.
Reload.
Yep. Its 190 hit point mark, you
pass.
You have to. It's getting to the point where you may have to consider Torterra's HP when building your deck, right?
Yeah, similar to Wailord.
So can you knock out a Torterra? Can you knock out a Wailord? We got Timer Ball. Big Timer Ball. There's a heads. See, it's a broken card. Y'all are some haters. Tails. Okay.
Nice.
Timer Ball can get me the Dragon Call Gabite, which is great. And then I'm going to use Cynthia, shuffle my hand into my deck, and get 6 cards. Now, I absolutely love this Gabite. It's one of the cards that really just makes this... It's like the glue that holds this whole deck together. If I could choose, not to prize one card, it would be...
That's like your early consistency Pokemon,
Yeah.
similar to Grass.
It would be Gabite. Now, what's super, super cool, right, about Gabite is that it was printed, 10 years ago?
That's
in
crazy.
2012 or
I didn't even
something?
realize they had dragon types all the way back then, because I didn't play back then.
Yeah. It was printed literally 10 years ago, and it's seeing play in this dragon type deck with a Garchomp that is being printed next set.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
crazy.
it's such
I've
a
even seen
cool
some cards
thing.
from Black and White base set be played, like the Kyurem and Water Spread,
I know, right?
like some really old cards.
Kyurem's from Noble Victories, but it is a very
okay.
old card, yes.
Zekrom then,
6,
and Lightning.
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is so cool because I've got Dredagon, right? I'm gonna put a, let's see, and then I've got Nest Ball. So we're gonna start to be able to get some pieces together here to get our attackers going. So with Nest Ball, I just want to go get my other attacker, which is Ultra Necrozma. And that's it, really. The whole gang is here now. Yep.
All your attackers.
Yep. And then I'm going to use Dragon Call as well to go get Zygarde. So now the entire gang is here.
I'm going to need to read this guy. I don't know what he does. This act does 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each pride card your opponent has taken. Whoa. So if I taken 3 prizes, that's 120 snipe. That's pretty crazy.
Yes. And then if you've taken 5, ooh, babies.
Oh, man.
That's 200 snipe.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's kind of there for, just to be in the, just be in the back pocket for late game. You probably won't gust and knock this out, but it's just going to be there waiting, right? I'm going to attach my Fire Energy to Dredagon just to kind of put that threat out there. Put Tropical Beach into play. Now, this card is very hard to find. However, in Gym Leader Challenge format, we do allow World Championship versions of the cards. So this is a World Championship version, much more manageable. Hopefully one day they do reprint Tropical Beach, make it a little bit more accessible.
I need to get me one of those. I don't have one yet.
However, hopefully in the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, they said getting promos will be no problem at all because you'll just be able to trade your credits for them.
Did you do Corkscrew Punch last turn?
I did not.
Oh.
I went first, right?
Oh, that's right, you did. No, I did.
Oh, so then I should have corkscrew
Yeah.
punched. Okay. Yeah, I just
Let's
missed
just
that
say he
attack.
did. All right.
Let's just say I did. Cool.
Because he would have.
Busted. And then, yeah, good stuff, Jesse.
I'm on top of it today.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use Tropical Beach to fill my hand to 7.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool.
Draw.
Yep.
Fortunately, my Torterra is prized. So I'm going to need to go find him. Torterra and Ivysaur. So this game's going to get a little... part of the skill of the format is playing around your prizes, though. So let's figure out what we want to do here. I think I'm just going to... So Sceptile's attack. This is where my inexperience with grass. Sceptile's attack does 20 for each grass in play, for 1 grass. Sceptile's attack. I'm wondering if I should attach an energy to it. Okay, because I'm thinking I'm just going to swing with that.
Right.
So I'm going to put an energy there. And then, because that's only going to do 110 with 3 grass energies. So that's 10 short of the knockout. Because I have a Tate and Liza, so I could Tate and Liza switch and attack. But I think I'm just going to do the shuffle draw. Tate and Liza to shuffle draw.
Sounds good. Yeah, I see a lot of judgment about my dragon deck here in the chats.
What?
Yes, I know. So many self-proclaimed dragon aficionados.
Wow.
Think I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
Beach and Dragon?
Like,
consistency in your deck?
They're
What?
judging me, bro. They're judging me so hard, bro. Yo, chill, bro.
Y'all need to relax.
Chill, bro. Watch and learn, bro.
It's a Dragon Master. Come on.
Watch and learn from Lance himself, my guys.
Turffield Stadium.
Sure.
I'm going to Sunshine Grace for a Sceptile. I'm going to Sun-Drenched Shell for a... So the Turffield grabs Evolution, so I'm going to grab a basic Pokemon with Sun-Drenched Shell. I'm going to grab a Consistency Pokemon, which would be the Roserade. Shout out to Natalie.
There we go. Yes, Roselia. I know. Natalie told me when we first started Gym Leader Challenge format.
Turffield.
Natalie told me, she's like, Roserade's going to be broken in grass. I was like, no.
No.
You don't need to play that.
She was like 10 steps ahead of the meta.
I know.
And I'll grab Thwacky with Turffield.
Roserade's totally broken. I love that the grass deck, and what's so cool about Gym Leader Challenge format is each deck really gets its own kind of personality going, right? The grass deck, it just has a ton of search, right? Like everybody in the deck can search out other Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like they're all helping each other out,
exactly.
which is really cool.
Such a cool
Friends of the Forest here.
Exactly.
So I'm going to Powerful Storm. So 20 times the amount of energy, so attached to all my Pokemon, so 60 damage. Yep.
Cool. I'm going to draw. And then... Let's see.
You know what I forgot to do? Energy Reload.
That's fine.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Because I don't have my Torterra, so I'm getting the energy off him. I really love that ability.
I'm going to use Gladian. And Gladian allows me to pick up my prize cards. Very good in Gym Leader Challenge formats because you really want to be able to dig singleton cards out of your prizes,
like Double
right?
Dragon and stuff
And then
like that.
you put them, let's see, look at your face down prize cards, put one of them into your hand, then shuffle this Gladian. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, shuffle,
So
yep.
just make sure you do have to shuffle, right? Very good.
I think Peonia, you don't.
And then this is a really cool combination that I've got coming up. And these kind of combos, I mean, you only get it in Gym Leader Challenge. I know I sound like a broken record, but like I do really believe in this format. It's so fun. I mean, hopefully my joy is palpable there in the chat, because check this out.
It's genuine, guys.
We've got Team Magma Base, right?
Oh, that's sick.
Team Magma Base is a stadium card that reads, whenever you put a non-Team Magma Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you do 20 damage to that Pokemon. So now I'm going to bench my own Dratini under Team Magma Base, right? Places 20 damage on it. And I have got the Prism Energy to attach to my active Drampa. And now I can use
Look at this guy.
Berserk for 160 damage.
Well, goodbye,
So
Sceptile.
that is, let's see. I'm going to Dragon Call real quick before I
Sure.
do that. Dragon Call just to get the Dragonites out of my deck. And, yep. And then we're going to Berserk and take that big
160 damage.
knockout.
I'm going to need to
160
deal with that
damage.
right away.
Yes, because the Drampa is just doing a ton of damage right now. I mean, it just needs stopped, right? If you don't stop this thing, it's coming in for 160 every single turn. This is the power of the Dragon deck with all of the absolutely amazing, basic attackers that could do a ton of damage.
I'm going to Rescue Stretcher, shuffle these guys back into the deck. And then I have a Cynthia, a Gloria, and a Research. I think I'm just going to Research just for a more explosive draw. I don't mind discarding those two supporters. Research can be a pretty hard, or Juniper can be a pretty hard supporter to play sometimes in GLC decks because there's so many resources you don't want to get rid of. This is a good hand to play it for sure.
Yeah. And you could tell just like when the strategies are limited, right? In the Dragon deck, you have, the big basic attackers, which are obviously very strong, but then you're limited by, you don't have like the explosive, search and kind of draw power that some other decks have. So you have to play very methodically, right? And, make your plays just so. And each energy attachment really matters because you're trying to map out, with all these different kind of prism energy, blend energy, rainbow energy, how am I going to craft my strategy going forward?
So I'm going to do a cool play that we were talking about. So the Sun-Drenched Shell to
I really
search
love this.
for
This is awesome.
Roserade.
Yep.
And I'm literally going to Roserade for town map so I can get the Torterra out of my prizes.
This is awesome. I love this. This is such a cool play, right?
I'm going to evolve, use Le Parfum. I didn't take French, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to go search for any card, which is the town map.
Good effort there, Jesse.
I gave it my best shot.
Yeah, Le Parfum.
Le Parfum.
There we go.
Let's go. Amazing ability name.
Yeah, so Jesse and I, we were talking about this deck right before the stream, and
Play my town map.
the Roserade is just so good because it's basically like a Drizzile, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like Grass's Shady Dealings, allowing you to just fix whatever you need, right? You could just go get it with Le Parfum, and you can use, your Sun-Drenched Shell or your
Illusion
Sunshine
Incense.
Grace to go search the right cards out that you need every turn.
Got my Rillaboom out, ready to go.
Excellent.
I'm going to use a Voltage Beat, and both grass have to go on the same Pokemon, I believe.
Yes, they do.
So I'm going to put both of those onto my Grottle. And then I'm also going to Quick Ball away Sonia for another backup attacker. Actually, I was thinking about maybe getting Trico, but no, I think I like Zarude better. Just have another attacker.
Sure.
So I got Zarude there, and I accelerated the Grottle because I have an energy in my hand for Shining Genesect. So, and you already know what I'm grabbing off my prizes.
Yeah, the Torterra.
Oh yeah,
The
big turd
unit.
guy.
Yes.
Attach for turn, and then oh yeah, I have to put 20 damage on him. And then I will use Gaia Blaster for 110 damage.
Yep. Take the knockout. Now, the Shining Genesect does have a Cape of Toughness on it, which is going to make it pretty difficult to knock out. It's got effective 180 hit points right now. Cape of Toughness is obviously extremely good in Gym Leader Challenge format where all of your Pokemon are single prizers. But my Drudagon, my goodness, this Drudagon is an absolute monster. I actually don't think that I have the scan for it right now, so that's unfortunate. But Drudagon is extremely
Revenge
good.
attacker.
Yeah, it does 40 plus 120 more
That's crazy.
if one of my Pokemon was knocked out last turn.
Most revenge attackers do 30 plus 90, so the fact that it gets up to 160 is pretty crazy.
It is. It really, really is. We've got an excellent hand here. I'm going to use Evolution Incense to go get Garchomp out of the deck. And then just check my deck one more time because I'm about to teammates. So I want to make sure that the cards that I need are indeed accounted for. So I'm going to attach my Blend Energy to Drudagon. Drudagon's revenge attack requires 1 fire, 1 water, so the blend is going to be able to satisfy the water requirement. And then I've got Teammates. Teammates, one of the best.
I think that card should be
supporter
every
cards.
deck.
Yeah,
Easy.
Teammates is one of the best cards. One of the best supporter cards ever printed. It wouldn't really. What's hilarious is that this card wouldn't even see too much play nowadays, unless in Mad Party it would. But like other than that, because you only
Raihan is kind of like a pseudo Teammates in a way.
Raihan is, but also like what maybe you'd play like Teammates or something.
I think it'd probably see play.
Yeah, but it's
in
just
some
like,
combo decks.
yeah.
But yeah, I honestly, it's hard to say.
You only need a couple knockouts in order to win
That's
or lose
true.
the game.
Yeah, you don't
so-
always have time to play supporters like that. So you're right. Probably single prize decks would be the ones that take
Right.
advantage of that.
Yeah. So.
The field blower.
Yep. I'm
Man.
gonna use Yeah. So we're gonna use Teammates. Teammates allows you to get whatever 2 cards you want, from your deck, place them into your hand. If one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn, so we are going to start piecing this deck together. I can use Rare Candy to evolve my Dratini into Dragonite.
Snap.
We used the Gladion to go search the Dratini out of the prizes. Like, isn't that so sick?
That is
this
sick.
this is all coming together, right? And then we're going to use Field Blower and get rid of your cape and the floater. Yes. And then one more thing.
Field blower is another card I've been liking in all my lists lately. I've been throwing that in every list just because of how many decks try to abuse the capes.
Speaking of that, I've got my Fighting Fury belt here, which is going to increase my Drudagon's hit points by 40 and increase the damage that I do by 10. And then I can also use Dragonite's Fast Call ability. I might as well, right? Just start getting supporters out of the deck so that I can just thin the deck also. Now, it's a little bit of an interesting situation because I think it is correct to use Fast Call to maybe grab a little something out of my deck, but you don't want to be in a situation where you get too many cards because then your opponent can just mulligan or Marnie you, right? And then your good stuff all goes to the bottom of the
I
deck.
can't tell you how many times in my water deck I've drizzled for Marnie. I do that a lot because lots of times your opponent's trying to slowly set up, especially if you're in a mirror match, and Marnie can be a really strong card. It can win you games that way.
Cool. So I'm going to Dragon Call for my Hex just to have it.
Sure.
And then I am going to use that Revenge attack to do 170 damage.
All right. So I'm going to promote Grottle.
Yep.
And I'm also going to play Teammates
Very cool.
to go get my field blower. So, yeah, definitely want that. I only have 3 evolution Pokemon, so I'm only going to be doing 150. That's why I was thinking maybe I should have went and got the Trico last turn. But field blower will get the job done. So I am going to actually get field blower and rare candy. And I'm going to go back in. I'm going to use Sun-Drenched Shell to search my deck for a Venusaur. And I'm going to rare candy into Venusaur. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to get field blower. Just kidding.
You don't need it, man.
Nope, don't need it.
'Cause
Sorry,
you're gonna
I'm
be
going to
doing-
take the field blower back. I'm just going to get the rare candy off of my off of my teammates, and then so I can get any other card I want. I think I'm going to get.
Huh.
Let's just check here. I'm going to get a consistency card.
Yep.
I'm going to get Colress to use for, actually I could play it this turn if I wanted to.
Okay.
So I'm going to shuffle, 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 and then I got Rare Candy and Colress, Rare Candy to my Venusaur. Now I will evolve to Torterra,
Sure.
and then let's see. I guess now is a good turn to play my Brock's Grit. So I am going to... Do I play it now? Nah, I actually think what I'm going to do is play Revitalizer.
Sure.
Just to get the Shining Genesect back. Put that back down on my bench. And then I will Voltage Beat onto Zarude.
Yep.
And then instead of playing Brock's Grit, I think I'm just going to play.
You teammates.
Oh, that's right. Teammates. You're right. See?
Cool.
I was thinking in my head, like, I shouldn't be able to play this Colress.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
That's
good.
cool.
We're
We got it.
He stopped me. We're both
Yeah.
on top of it today. All right. So now.
Yeah, so you got to put 20 on the Genesect because
Yep.
you just benched it, right?
Yep. All right. And now I will do. I forget what it's called. Evo Press. Evo Press for 50, 100, 150, 200 damage. Woo! Woo-wee.
Yes, and he's got 190 hit points. How many cards are in your hand?
I have. Now I have 4 cards in my hand.
4 cards in your hand. What did you take off the prizes?
I took a Grass Energy.
Grass Energy. Okay. Interesting. So this is like when, we're really getting into like the meat of the game now.
Yeah.
It's there's some really interesting routes that I'm gonna have to take. Like there's one card that I could top deck that would be very good to top deck, but I'm not sure that I can count on that.
This is where it's hard
necessarily
for
happening.
Dragon. I feel like.
Oh, we're chilling. All right, here we go. It's Gabite time.
Oh yeah, it's got the Garchomp.
Draw. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use Raihan, and I'm going to Raihan and accelerate a water energy from my discard pile to the Gabites.
Sure.
And then I'm going to search my deck.
Okay.
And I'm going to search my deck for a...
Man, I
Card.
misplayed so hard last turn. You know what I should have grabbed off the teammates? For some reason I forgot literally as I'm playing a supporter that I played a supporter. What I should have grabbed is Scoop Up Net for the Rose Raid to be able to get any card I want next turn.
Oh, that would be pretty sweet.
That's what I should have done because I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to damage this Garchomp.
Yes, and then we're going to evolve. Yes, your feeling is is kind of looks like it's coming to reality. All right,
That
so
might
we're
have been
gonna
the misplay to cost me the game.
evolve into our Garchomp, who's got the Sound Slip ability, which makes it so that it is not affected by any attacks next turn. And then I am going to attach my Fighting Energy, and then I am going to use Dragonite's Fast Call ability. Brandon, also, yeah. I see Brandon in the chat saying, I can't wait to use Hex and knock this out. That's not how that works, yeah. You would have to use something that removed all effects from play. Hex would not do it, yeah.
So Pokemon Ranger.
Yeah, you would have to use, like, Ranger, maybe? Yeah.
Which
but,
I don't know who's playing that in their GLC decks, not me.
Yeah. Anyways, Brandon, yeah, get wrecked.
You'd have to
Yeah.
you'd have to Guzma around
Ranger doesn't work either because it has to be you have to gust around it. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so yeah.
Ranger doesn't work.
Why
yeah.
I'm thinking I should have grabbed Scoop of Net because I could have Roserated for Guzma or Boss and been chilling. And I think that could have won me the game there. But unfortunately, that's okay. I'll top deck it.
Cool. You're chilling, dude. You're huge chilling. All right, so I want to get a card that like I don't want to necessarily discard with the mill effect of this. So we're gonna grab a Guzman Hollow seems good. And then I'm gonna use Garchomp's Dragon Blade. Does 160 damage.
Gotta discard the top 2 cards of your deck.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. It's fine. All right, here we go. Dragon Blade for 2. Yeah, totally
Oh, you're
fine.
chilling.
Chilling, bro. 160 damage. And now Garchomp is invincible this turn. Or not invincible. That's not a word that's used in Pokemon. But
It is not affected.
not affected by
attacks.
any attack damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. So right now my repeated whip is doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 140. So I think I'll attach one here.
Yep.
And then use Voltage Beat.
Sure. But what's really interesting is like now Jesse is like, okay, yeah, that one turn I should have grabbed Scoop Up Net, that one of Scoop Up Net to scoop up my Roserade so that then I could have the option. You know what I mean? And that's how Gym Leader Challenge games tend to go, though, is like it's so much more difficult to route a matchup flawlessly.
Yeah,
Is a tall order.
it is. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it is a tall order because then like what even is flawless? Like, you know, the idea of optimal in a gym leader challenge deck is so much more like conceptual that you know, you never really know like what is optimal. You find
I'm
yourself,
gonna actually voltage beat to my active,
sure.
and I'm gonna hard retreat it and then play my Brock's Grid in my hand
Oh, okay.
because I want to have a big swinger guy ready to go.
Yeah, I see Trey asking, is that a Leon in my hand? You bet. Yeah, if I had the double dragon, I would have just knocked it out.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh wow.
They'd have just gone Leon, boom. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna retreat. Might seem like a waste, but I got my Brock's Grid, so we're chilling.
The thing is that Leon fixes all of your math to knock out Torterra because all your guys do 160. So then making them all do 190 is very good. And then with Fury Belt, all of your guys can do 200 to knock out Wailord. So that is, I think it's a super valid card to play in this deck, especially since you can search it out with Dragonite.
6 energies back to the deck.
Okay. Oh, you got yeah. You only dropped 2 energy because of the Venusaur.
Oh, you're right.
So 2 stay on.
Sick. Let's go.
Do you have 2 more energy in the discard pile to put back in? Brock's Grit.
Let
Is
me
there
think.
anything else in
let's
here?
see.
If there's a Pokemon or an energy,
Yes.
you have to put them in.
Yes.
All right, so then they go in.
Yep,
Yes,
cool.
very good.
Very good. Good job.
Yep.
You guys can tell I haven't played grass.
Yeah. It's cool. Like I said, there's a lot going on. So that
There is.
Venusaur's ability doubles up the the energy count.
Right, so every one counts as 2. So I only need 2.
Right, exactly.
Ha.
There you go.
Very cool. All right. And we will pass it on over to you.
Cool. So Roserade's in the active. Now it's gamer time. So what's really cool about the Garchomp is it just buys me an extra turn to be able to attach an energy as well, which is very good for the Dragon deck because you're just like, I really want to I really want to be able to do that every single turn. So I think what I'm doing here is we can just Guzman Hollow, because if I do that, I get a guaranteed energy attachment, which is very good. And I can also guarantee to not have to discard an energy from my deck. So, like my Double Dragon, that's like the
very important card.
The major thing here. So we're going to Guzma and Hala. And off the Guzma and Hala, I'm going to go find myself Double Dragon Energy. I'm going to find myself Silent Lab. And we're going to get Cape of Toughness.
He's prepping up his Ultra Necrozma.
Yes, exactly. And, there's and then we're going to use Fast Call as well. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting the good cards that I don't want to discard, right?
Off of Garchomp's attack.
Which is, I'm going to Fast Call for the
Okay,
Guzma.
cool.
Which is a serious strategy, right? Because of the fact that you are discarding 2 cards. So you want to make sure that you are, grabbing the 2 cards, grabbing all the good cards that you don't want to discard so that when you mill 2 cards inevitably, that you're more or less fine. We're going to put the Double Dragon Energy onto the Ultra Necrozma. Now I've got 2 attackers built up. You haven't used your Field Blower yet, so I'm not going to play my thing. And then I'm just going to use Garchomp. Well, I guess I could retreat and attack with Ultra Necrozma. That seems like kind of a waste. So I think I'm just good to just use the Garchomp here. We got Floater and Counter. That's fine.
Okay.
And we're going to take the knockouts with Garchomp, go down to just 3 prize cards remaining.
So that's doing 180. All right, chilling.
There we go.
I actually think I'm going to attack with Torterra first. Seems better. Since I'm still doing... No, I'm doing 150, so I'm... Actually, no, I'm going to... Yeah, I have to attack with Zarude. All right, Zarude, get in there. All right, draw. I'm going to attach a grass here to Mr. Genesect.
Yep.
And then I'm going to... Is there anything here that I can Evo Soda?
Anything in your board? Definitely not. No.
There's not a Venusaur break?
No, there is not a Venusaur break. Good try, though, Jesse.
All right, fine. Chorus for 7 cards. Oh, come on, there's got to be a Genesect break. Come on.
Culver's is definitely my favorite supporter in Gym Leader Challenge. It's just so good.
I'm about to draw a handful of grass.
Yeah, it's so good, allowing you to just shuffle draw for the amount of bench Pokemon in play. A lot of Gym Leader Challenge decks are going to be filling their benches and, you know,
7.
making it so you just have all these different, you know, setup Pokemon in play. Culver's really takes advantage of that. Also, with the game that lasts a little bit longer, even if you do open Culver's
Voltage Beat
in your opening hand, which could be a little bit tough, you know, eventually the benches are going to get filled and you'll be able to Culver's. Usually, like, the weekend of Culver's is like 5, you know? Obviously, sometimes you're stuck with a Culver's for 1 or 2. I don't know that I ever actually do that. I usually just you just put on your best poker face and you wait for your opponent to hopefully bench some more guys. Yeah. Yep.
I would agree.
Yes. Yeah. If the option is Culver's for 2 or don't Culver's, usually you're like, all right, we're just gonna keep calm and pass and wait for my opponent to set up more, and then I will Culver's.
A repeated whip for 180 damage.
Okay. So that's Zarude.
Take the N.
And the Garchomp, you know, was able to do a lot of work. It softened up the Torterra significantly for me, so that is great. Zarude is an amazing attacker in this grass deck. Not only is it a great setup card, but it also is a good attacker. So Jesse has not disrupted my hand in quite some time. It's been very good for me because I'm able to just kind of stack some answers to what Jesse's got going on. So we're going to Silent Lab.
Sure.
Which is going to allow Ultra Necrozma to attack. And then I'm going to put the Cape of Toughness. How many cards are in your hand?
8.
8. Okay. Do wonder if this is the turn to do this. See, I probably need to get like an energy down. Yeah, on like somebody.
On something.
On
follow-up attacker.
On something. Because I'm getting to the point where it's like, okay, I need to like Raihan again, or I need to like do something. Oh, I can. Okay, I've got it. I got an idea. Okay, so what I can do. And Cynthia, that's fine. Cynthia and Caitlin for Raihan back. That could do it. Right. Silent Lab in play. We imagine that the thing's going to be doing 150 damage, but I don't have to do that much damage to it in order to take a knockout.
True.
So let's Cynthia and Caitlin. I'm going to discard the Dragonair, and I think I'm going to get Teammates. Doesn't really do it. I think Raihan is the one that I want. Yeah, we're going to get Raihan back.
Seems good.
And then draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Perfect 3 cards. Okay. So then I am going to Rescue Stretcher. And we're going to get one of my attackers back from the discard pile. We are going to go grab the, I think Drampa is like really good here.
Yeah, right.
So I think we're going to grab Drampa because Drampa can just like keep swinging even after the, you know, and if you gust my Dragonite to knock it out,
right,
then I just come in with Ultra Necrozma again, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah,
true.
Then I'm going to put the Aurora energy onto my Drampa and discard that.
And even if I remove the Silent Lab, you can still attack because of the ability. That's crazy.
Yep.
It's a perfect time to use it.
And then, yeah, we're chilling. Okay, excellent. Luster Downfall with Ultra Necrozma. Take the knockouts. That was a pretty ideal draw for me off the Cynthia and Caitlin. However, I have been thinning my deck in order to allow me to, to make plays like that. I think I did forget to fast call this turn, but I don't really need to, so it's fine.
All right, I'll draw.
Never punished.
I think I will attach a grass energy. Actually, let me voltage beat first. Okay, put one there. And then I will shuffle. Actually, let me see what I got in my deck. Okay, cool. And then attach for turn.
You can see how kind of grindy things get, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
all the games are so close. We're just like,
I'm deciding whether I want to Ultra Ball to Thin before I play N.
yeah.
Because I'm only going to get 3 cards. I still have my Rod in my deck, so I don't mind getting rid of an energy. So I'm going to... Let's see. 1 prize, 2 prize, 3 prize. Yeah, we're chilling. Ultra Ball.
Yep.
For Trico. And then I will play N.
Cool. Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. I know he's got that fast call to
Yep.
get a supporter. So I'm a little behind right now because of that misplay from earlier. I would have liked to have a turn to Gust to knock that out, but I feel like playing N here is better. Just take the knockout and Ultra. I don't want to leave the Ultra Necrozma in the
Right.
active. I'd rather just take the knockout.
You got to knock out the Ultra Necrozma. That's
Yeah.
the thing, because like you're going to go to 2 prizes. It's just going to be swinging every turn.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the double dragon on it, right? So,
Right.
yes. And so for those of you that are wondering, why can I attack with Ultra Necrozma even though its ability Ultra Burst says that it can only attack if my opponent has 2 prizes?
Yeah.
The Silent Lab actually turns off all basic Pokemon's abilities. So, it's a perfect combination in this deck.
And then I will just go ahead and Gaia Blaster for 170 damage.
Cool. Takes the knockout, 160 hit points, hits the discard pile, and we've got Drampa coming into the active. 2 prize cards
I'll
remaining.
just grab a level ball.
Game is definitely close. We'll draw for turn, and I've got... First, I want to... Okay. I got Raihan back.
True.
So this is cool. I can play the Raihan. I actually... That is interesting. Okay. So I know that I guarantee the attack if I attack with Raihan. You've got Rillaboom, so I might have to do 170 damage. But if I power up the Zygarde, the game is basically like... I will have checkmate, basically,
True.
more or less. So, we're going to use Fast Call.
Yep.
And see what I got going on here.
I'm interested to see what you do here.
I am interested to see what I do as well. Yeah. We're trying out
Because you
the
would
new...
think just grabbing the Raihan would be right, but...
We're trying out the new Roseanne in this deck, but I'm not entirely sure that I'll ever have time to use
Yeah,
it.
it's hard to have time to play it when you don't have an on-board like draw.
Yes.
Stuff like that. I
Yeah.
feel like it'd be easier for like a water deck to play.
The new Roseanne, really good for putting Double Dragon back into the deck, but like, do you ever have time to do it, right?
True.
Like, probably not.
Yeah.
So that's like my concern. Raihan really is like the best card in this deck. It's pretty insane. So we're going to Raihan. I'm going to get Raihan, and then I am going to use Raihan,
Cool.
which accelerates an energy from my discard pile to the Drampa. We're going to accelerate the fighting energy. I'll go ahead and pop up Drampa on the overhead so you guys can see this majestic beast that we've got going on over here.
What a great dragon Pokemon.
Love him. Yep. So we're going to Raihan, and then off the Raihan, so like I got this interesting play, right, where I pretty much have to throw my Double Dragon back into the deck. So we're going to grab Special Charge.
Oh yeah,
And-
true. Raihan is a dragon type gym leader. That
Yeah.
actually fits really well.
So we're going to grab Special Charge off the Raihan, and I'm going to use Special Charge. I'm going to put Double Dragon back into the deck, and I am going to put this energy. I guess it could be Prism is fine.
Prism's
Yeah.
probably just better.
Back into the deck, right? So we're going to put those 2 back into the deck.
Sure.
And then I've got Energy Lotto. So we are going to attempt to hit an energy off of Energy Lotto. If I hit an energy off of Energy Lotto,
You're chilling.
I'm chilling. Even not, Zygarde could take a bite on the
You could.
Torterra
On
for game,
Torterra, yeah.
right? Because Torterra's only got so many hit points left. So, right? So Zygarde could win without ever having to use Judgment Surge.
Sure.
But we're going to put the 2 energy back into the deck, and then I have Energy Lotto. And you could see, like, how many, like, look at this crazy turn I have to do, right? Like
yeah,
Raihan,
there's a lot of moving
Raihan
parts.
for the...
Even with just 3 Pokemon on your board. Like,
Yep.
Dragonite
And
just helped piece things together.
then we got Energy Lotto for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we found
Blend.
the Prism
Or
energy.
Prism. Yeah.
And we're going to attach that return to the Zygarde.
Sure.
Because I used Raihan to accelerate the fighting. And we are going to use Berserk to do 160 damage and take the knockouts. And go to just 1 prize remaining.
Oh, whoops. I have to promote a Pokemon first.
Yes, you do.
Whoa. I already know what supporter I'm playing,
That's
so
fine.
it doesn't.
Yeah, it's cool.
draw.
It's cool. Yep.
It was Bridget. It's not going to influence me at all.
Yeah.
All right. So I will just play a Level Ball.
Yep.
Search for Grovyle. And then I will Voltage Beat to Grovyle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I will play Field Blower.
Yep.
I will Guzma Dragonite.
Okay. With the Rillaboom as a
And I will hammer in for 140 for the knockout.
Ooh, is Jesse going to make the comeback?
Let's just hope he doesn't have Gust.
Oh, man. This just got a lot more difficult.
That 20 from the Magma Basin. It also removes the damage from his bench, so he doesn't get a powered up Berserk.
Oh, man.
Which would still be short because he's got 170.
Okay. Oh, things are getting sus.
Has he got a Guzma in his deck still? I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
remember.
And Boss.
And Boss. He's got a top deck it.
Yep.
All
Or
right.
Rainbow Energy could do it. But then
Rainbow?
I'm only doing 160.
Wait, how could Rainbow do it? Yeah, it's only 160.
damage
yeah.
this? Draw? Oh, my gosh, dude.
Let's go.
All
Woo!
right. So
The Jesse believer's eating good today.
what are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay. I
I got carried by my type, not going to lie.
I can damage my own Zygarde on the bench. Gosh, the Dragonite, obviously, if I just use Fast Call for Gust for game, it is,
That's what I was thinking you were going to want to do.
that's the game-winning play.
Yeah.
Right? Huh. Okay, so I've got Rainbow Energy, right? And I can attach that to the Zygarde. It boosts Berserk, but then I don't have the gut. I mean, Rillaboom's got 170 hit points, and I
10
don't have...
damage short,
I'm
yeah.
10 damage short, and I don't have access to my Fury Belts.
There's a lot of little things that could make you have the game here. It's just unfortunate. I think you're a little short.
Yeah, I think I am too. Oh, man, N is so bad. All right, so I have to N us both, and there's only one card that I can draw that will win me the game.
Really?
Yes. But
What
there
is
is a
that?
card. Double Dragon.
Double drag. Oh, yeah. True.
So now I have about a 1
He's
in...
got an N for one card.
I got a 1 in like 20 shot of finding the
Holy
Double
cow.
Dragon.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is not ideal at all,
Get my ordinary rod.
but it's what we have to do. Oh my gosh. I
Play
can't
into your
believe
outs,
this.
though.
Have to play to the outs. It's going to be absurd.
Oh, man. Oh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? Ah!
All
Oh.
Good game.
Good game.
Great
Grass takes it.
game.
Grass
Great
takes it.
game. Yeah, Jesse wins. Did
Oh.
not.
Even with that
Get it.
Garchomp,
That's
man, I still was able to come
crazy.
back.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
that's the power of N. That's the power of N.
N. It was all N. It was all N. I had it. I had everything I needed until the end. I just didn't have the cards in hand to be able to seal the deal.
Oh,
And that
man.
10 extra hit points on the Rillaboom. And I'm telling you, that 10 extra HP.
I didn't even think about that. I was thinking like, actually, I was thinking about that one. Yeah, the 170 is huge, which a lot of stage 2s don't have 170. So it's really crazy that Rillaboom has that strong attack, Like
Right.
honestly, like Rillaboom, like I was trying to decide whether I would like Cherim or like the Cherim Eldegoss engine better as like an energy rain. It's also more evolutions for Torterra, but the Rillaboom is just the complete package. You got the energy acceleration, you've got a really good attack if you have Venusaur in play, because it only costs 2 energy, and you got the huge amount of hit points. So yeah, I really like the Rillaboom.
Yeah, that was insane. All right.
And that's it for the Dragon deck. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, Gym Leader Challenge format is a custom Pokemon trading card game format. You can find all of the rules on gymleaderchallenge.com. If you're looking for other players to play against, make sure to check out the Tricky Gym Discord. Leagues are also popping up all over the place that support Gym Leader Challenge format, so make sure to tell your friends about it. It's a lot of fun, very affordable, and really a great way to try out different strategies in the Pokemon TCG. The link to the Discord will be in the description below, as well as the link to gymleaderchallenge.com. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/trickygym, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content just like this every single weekday. Now y'all have a busted day, and stay warm. Peace.